Hey everybody, it's Master Gallengeist here, bringing you my review for Imperial War Exiles, Issue 1, 2025. Ooh, very nice cover there. Got Xavier and Liliandra there, as we've got Xandra and Deathbird up there. So this is a one-shot. It's $4.99. I think it's a pretty interesting kind of setup for what's going to be going on in Exiles, so let's kind of dive into this. The sky slums of Chandalar, the Shi'ar throne world. Please consider the carelessness with which you treat these citizens' homes, their families. Hiding among the most downtrodden, far from your gilded city, allowing them to suffer if it shields you from harm. Do not listen to Electron's screeching, Xandra. It is just propaganda and lies. Xandra Naramani, Magistrix of the Shi'ar Empire. Deathbird, Xandra's advisor and guardian. Lies? We found you here, did we not? How can you deny your cruel, cowardly tactics? It's like, okay, that looks completely nuts. Then we get a really good one here showing the devastation and the super guardians. Where's your culpability to the real people who make up this galaxy of conquest and subjugation? Not to the nobles in your glittering palaces or to the earth mutants who've had such an outsized impact on our society, but to the countless species brought to heel in the name of the Empire. For too long you deployed us, the Imperial Guard, as your iron hand choking any dissent before it could foment, but no more. We got War Star, Oracle, Flashfire, Hussar, Earthquake, Magique, Squirm, White Noise, Arc, Nightshade, Pulsar. We too know what it is like to be used and discarded by the Shi'ar royal family, to be seen as disposable by the elites turning their noses up at us from afar. And normally when you've got people like this taking the lead role, they decide to put themselves up as the same kind of thing. I am an Electron, the last of a long line by this title who have fought and died for the Shi'ar Empire, but I am the last who will lay my life down for a corrupt dynasty. For I'm also Roark Niramani, bastard son of Deccan Niramani. By this heritage I assert birthright to the Shi'ar throne. You lie. I take no pleasure in what I must do, but let a new era, a better era, be born from the spilled blood of the old. Close your eyes, Magistrix. Do not give this fool pretender the satisfaction. It's like, shit, what's going to go on here? Of getting out of this alive. And then we kind of shift over to some kind of thing going on. It's like, what the fuck? It's a little bit kind of hard to follow because you're like, alright, what's going on here? Before we kind of shift back to the kind of we're going to kill your ass. But only if we can reach the Stargate before that obsolete power-mad Guardian blows it. What? Where are we? One of the turncoat shipmen stunned you when we hijacked the cruiser, Magistrix. His head is to the left of you. His body is somewhere over by the engineering console. Gather your wits. The dreadnoughts will be upon us in no time. Deathbird, where are you taking me? You can't stay within Shi'ar space, Magistrix. With most of the Imperial Guard against us, we must assume the worst has happened to Gladiator. We need allies, and as much as I detest it, the Naramani's most loyal supporters have always called the Backwater Rock Earth home. It's like, okay, Zeus, as they're jumping through shit. But of course, one fucker kind of jumps on top of their ship, and that is really kind of cool looking there. It's like, oh shit. Warning, engine failure. Switching to auxiliary power. No, not now. What's happening, Deathbird? One of the Super Guardian energy manipulators, most likely. And then, of course, another ship kind of lands on it. Poof. We've run as far as we can, child. What is the protocol, Neutron, sir? The girl needs to die by Electron's hand. The Empire must witness the transfer of power. A protector won't make that easy, so return the favor. It is time to end this. It's like, okay, they getting ready for some shit. And then, of course, we see him kind of getting through the doors and everything like that. It's like, oh shit. No. In the name of the rightful magister of the Shi'ar Empire, oh, flark me. It's like, okay. And then before, do not give this fool pretender the satisfaction of hearing you plead for mercy. He's frozen. Magistrix, did you? I couldn't calcee. The inhibitor collar. You called for help, Xandra. It's like, okay. And of course, that's in a thought bubble, so we get Xavier and Lilandra. We came as soon as we could. Our apologies for cutting it so close. My daughter, words cannot express what it means to finally look upon your face. Professor Charles Xavier, Xandra's father, Liliandra Naramani, Xandra's mother. Like, ooh, shit. That's kind of interesting. Just how that page kind of looks out as they're going through the crowd. Halt in the name of the Magister. Liliandra, my telepathy has no effect on the War Star's mechanoid. I know, beloved. I will handle it. As she just starts going fucking hambo jambo. It's like, okay, free me, sister. My talents ache to repay their courtesies. It's like, okay. Ooh, and good stapling. No loose pages on this one. The corrupt crown must fall. Did they harm you? I've endured worse, but the people of these slums won't be able to afford to fix the damage this battle caused. It is unconscionable for the Empire to let them live this way. Had I known, in any other circumstance I would offer you mercy, but the time for mercy has passed. That seems to have brought out the fire in you, Lilandra. Now you see why I tried to kill you so often. Zandra, you cannot protect your people unless you protect yourself. Your mother and I have a plan to escape, but you must come with us now. And abandon the throne? Abandon the Empire to the whims of this uprising? Does this not take you back to your youth, sister? We would be fighting each other more often than not, Kelsey. This Electron believes himself to be the dead Magister Deccan's son. He claims birthright to the throne. It's an outrageous lie, but I can sense he feels it's true. He has whipped most of the Imperial Guard behind him. Yeah. And even with the inhibitor collar, I could tell the citizens felt swayed by his plea for a people's rebellion. Yep, that's usually how that kind of shit works. You always have to kind of watch out for it. Pathetic. Let them send the entire Imperial fleet. We'll take them all down one by one. Temper yourself, sister. It's like, yeah, you guys can kick a lot of ass, which is kind of cool, but it's like, you're not in a good position at the moment. The Guardians have psychic protections in place. They're fighting my control. At this scale, it could prove troublesome. We need to leave. And we see that he's like got a nosebleed and pretty much is really fighting it. Or we could cut this mockery of a coup off at the root. Here, now. Kelsey, no. If we make martyrs of these Guardians, we'll inspire countless more to their cause. We must be better than the tyrants they claim us to be. And that's Xandra doing it. It's like, yep. Sometimes regret teaching you diplomacy and statecraft. Magistrix, you've grown too wise for my blood. It's like, well, go for that. If we must suffer this fool to live, then you'll need a distraction. Take his axe at least, Leandra. Wield a real weapon to keep my niece safe. Kelsey, what are you saying? You're coming with us. Xavier, if you fail to keep my family safe, I'll chase you to the ends of the universe myself. You understand me? I'll hold out my neck to you willingly, Deathbird. We can all go. We just need to hurry, please. The Guardians are already awakening, child. If someone doesn't delay them, they'll be upon you in moments. And this will have all been for naught. It's like, I kind of feel for her, even though I haven't known them very long. Now go, and let me live up to my name. Come, Xandra. I've done what I can to alter their perceptions. They'll be confused about the last few minutes. That should buy you some time. But if they come to and Xandra's not here, hobgoblins. Their minds are slippery, but you boast of your skills constantly, don't you, Xavier? Prove it. And then, of course, he kind of tempers it to make it look like one of them looks like Xandra. I'll hold the crowd as long as I can. Good luck and Godspeed. Keep your gods, Earthling. I've got tributes to send to mine. And I kind of like them kind of going, and then Xavier kind of putting up his hood like that. That's actually kind of a cool little shot there. Rourke isn't going to be happy about this. All traitors must die. And it's like, okay, that's not good, as it looks like they were sent on a wild goose chase. I will be back, Magistrix, and will rain hell down on these apostates as they kind of blast out. Sir, Neutron reports that Deathbird seems to have escaped through a Stargate, but he does believe she was alone. The Nevermind girl wasn't with her. They're forcing my hand, forcing me to be as cruel as they would be. Not really. My regime must be different, but we can't let the girl flee and bring back more resistance. Order all Stargates decommissioned on order of the Magister, effective immediately and indefinitely. Sir, yes, sir. It's like, that's not good, and kind of works into kind of Grandmaster's kind of plan of, like, doing, like, damage to, like, the Wakandan Stargate. It's like, what is the goal here? The Imperial Palace, Chandalar. Xandra Nirmani has been deposed. The oppressed populace of the Empire will no longer suffer under her tyrannical whims. For I hereby claim my birthright as Roark Nirmani, son of Deccan, and rightful heir to the throne. This is madness. What have you done with the Magistrix? Where's Praetor Gladiator? Gladiator and the other Guardians who stood with the former regime have paid their price. Nobility has no place in the People's Revolution, so please, step aside. You are an Electron. You are made to serve the Empire. This is high treason. This is... Ark, and then Ark's getting ready to blast his ass. Ark, please, this is a bloodless coup. We must be different from the rulers who came before us. It's like, okay, keep that up, hopefully. We must not give into the cruelty and excess that comes with the crown. Later. Electron, we procured what you asked for. Was it imperative you delivered this news here and now, Nightside? They don't like to be kept waiting. It seems Xandra tried to disband them, but their operations were merely moved off the official records, allowing them much greater operational freedom. They have a combined 3,745 kills and are answerable only to you. Officially, they do not exist. Unofficially, may I present to His Highness the Shi'ar Death Commandos, Titanfall, Black Cloak, Pale Sun, Far Star, Super Cluster, and Warp Rider. This is nowhere. There's nowhere in the universe, in the known universe, that Xandra Niramani can hide, where we cannot find and slaughter her, Magister. I assure you. It's like, as we see that he's pretty much delivered this information while he's taking a bath. It's like, oh shit. And he's like, oh fuck me. Her head will be on a pike outside the palace within the cycle. What's on your mind, Xandra? That's something of a ridiculous question between the two of us, isn't it, Father? I wouldn't dare pry, but it doesn't take telepathy to see the weight of responsibility on your shoulders. You're worried for everyone but yourself, even though the axe was swinging toward your neck. Which is kind of why I like her. Magistress Melandra, my mother, laid down her life for the Empire. It is my duty to think of myself last. I have trillions of lives to consider before my own. That's an unimaginable scale for someone so young, Xandra. I stumbled trying to take stewardship of a single nation. Some degree of scale smaller than your empire. Yeah, you kinda did fuck up some shit there, Xavier. I don't mean to reject any wisdom you may have to offer, but the person closest to me just fought off the entire Imperial Guard to buy us time to escape. She advised me on how to become Magistrix while my mother was dead, and you were on Earth creating that little nation, sparing little thought to my existence. Goddamn. Correct. I'm so grateful you came to my aid, but we've only just met. I see much of Kelsey's ferocity in you, Xandra. I know, given the choice, you would turn this shuttle around and take our fight back to right back to Electron. But the people of the Empire, our people, do not deserve another bloody civil war. And though it may be hard for you to accept, there is much I can still teach you, both as a Magistrix and as a mother. But to do that, we must go get somewhere safe. Safe? There is no safety for us now. Deathbird taught you well, but also gave you a grave streak, I see. No. The Shi'ar Empire is pretty fucking big, so I'm kind of with her on being like, there's a planet known only to the rulers of the Shi'ar Empire. A verdant world held in reserve, away from colonization or intrusion, a final bastion equipped for any eventuality. It's known as Urvogel. It will not be easy to reach. The journey is long and perilous. But once there, we will be protected from this rebellion and can prepare you to seize the throne again once you are truly ready. It's like, okay, cool. And I kind of like how it's kind of a quiet scene and seeing us kind of like shift between certain panels, looking in on Xavier, Xandra, and Lilandra. It's to be the three of us then, alone against the galaxy? No, Xandra. There are others cast out from this new empire who can help us, and who need our help in turn. Your mother reached out her mind and found them. Now it's up to us to recruit them. Looking at, like, Rocket, Corsair, I don't even know who the blue person is. Someone that looks like Gladiator's son, I believe, but I'm not quite sure, thinking that his father's dead. To me, my Exiles, to be continued in Exiles Issue 1. It's like, okay, that's kind of cool there. And then we see that Imperial War Nova Centurion is the next one. So, I enjoyed this. I'm not that well versed with the Shi'ar, but looking into what's going on in Imperial War and getting to understand the relationship dynamics between everybody kind of involved. Deathbird, Xandra, Electron, Xavier, and Lilandra, and then calling these other kind of groups together for their eventual kind of rebellion against him. I kind of liked it. Now, I don't think you're missing anything if you miss out on this, so if you're looking into Exiles and want to know kind of what the setup is, I would definitely recommend going for this first, and then you can probably check out what's kind of going on in the Exiles series that's going to be popping off. So I kind of like the one-shot to kind of give you an understanding and a primer there. So, and it's kind of crazy for me to say, but $4.99 isn't the worst kind of pricing at this. So it's your kind of typical kind of higher one at this point. But if this doesn't look interesting to you because of like how characters are handled or how the art works, I like the art, and I liked how the characters were handled, but I'm not that well versed with them. If this kind of clashes with yours and you're like, I don't fucking want that, that's cool. That's kind of why I do these things. I'm like, okay, I might like it, but if what I like doesn't sound good to you, then you can be like, I'm alright, I don't want to go out and check this out. So, those are my opinions on the issue. Tell me what you guys think in the comments below. If you liked it, if you didn't like it, if you agree with me, if you disagree with me. Also like and subscribe, and I hope you have a good day.